Alrighty, so this is going to be our plyo workout, which is also going to involve some strength training, okay? Got several exercises, so I'm just double checking. So warm up and glute bridges, squat and squat jumps. So the warm up and glute bridges, we already talked about glute bridges. Warm up can be a little different when you're doing strength, more jumping, but not too much different. So for example, you could be doing stuff in place if you're in the weight room where you're just doing your kick-ups right in front of you. Maybe here you're working just that nice deep bend and holding it. Getting some of these side lunges. Again, you're gonna be doing some strength stuff later. Even some static stretches would be totally fine. You wanna get the hamstrings loose, fold over here, pull at the hams. Okay, so you're gonna mix it up during that. The only thing I would add to this routine that I didn't put down yet is a ankle hop, calf raises. Some calf raises will be good for you here. And then you know what glute bridges are. Squats and squat jumps, put 20 of each. So before you really get into the explosive jumps, you're just gonna get a nice drop, knee bend, hip bend right here. You're gonna get your 20 reps, okay? Hinging back, 20 reps. So notice as I do these, you don't want your knee to come all the way forward. It's okay if they come a little bit forward, but you do want to get to at least 90 degrees. Where your hands can go is either here or out in front of you. Like that is even fine. Squat jumps, you're not trying to jump high. It's not like form jumps. You're just here and you're trying to get to a full squat position, little mini bounce right into a rhythmic squat. So that covers the first part of the workout. Then you get into the more explosive jumps. So then we get broad jumps, and then we'll start working with the box a lot. The box is gonna reduce a lot of that force. And so that's good because you can get more reps, but they're quality reps, better for injury prevention, but still really good on your technique. Before we get into those box reps, we're gonna be really explosive with your broad jumps. So, worked on this a little bit in person. You're pulling your hips back, jump as far as you can. Good load position right here, right? Direct line, chest, knees, and toes. You're gonna pull your arms back, jump as far as you can. Turn around, you jump back. You'll try, or you can jump in straight line. You're gonna get your 10 reps. From there, I didn't put in the ankle hops. I talked about calf raises, so one little second guess on mine is I definitely need to find an opportunity for you to get your ankle hops. This would probably be it before even broad jumps. So for ankle hops, we talked about being bouncy, and we know we need to work on the lower legs. So you would be bouncing, and you would do that 2 rounds times 20. So I'm gonna add that to the document. I know we're throwing a lot at you. Good variety on a day like this will avoid you injuring any one joint or any one muscle. I'm gonna pause as I set up the box stuff right now. So at this point in the workout, you're gonna be working with the box for a bit. You've done your ankle hops, you've done your broad jumps, you've done work on both legs. Really important to do your single leg box work here. Single leg jumps in general, really important. So first drill I put is just straight up single leg box jumps. So for this, you're trying to jump and land relatively light. Okay, I like to stick on one leg at a time, getting those jumps. Right now, this is about 20 because this is the shortest box they have here. I'd start you on like the 12 ones because you actually want to land it lighter than what I'm landing up here. 12 to 16 inches will be a good starting spot. Then I have my next drill, which feeds really well, which is single leg step off to box jump. And for that, you're stepping off one leg and then right away jumping to the next. Now that's a challenging drill. I'm not going to do it a bunch of times because it should be a shorter box. So like I should be going like 16 to 12 or 12 to 12. Or I guess, if you feel like it's too easy, 16 to 16, but definitely not what I'm doing, which is 20 to 20. And that's because I just don't have the shorter boxes right now. Hopefully you will. If not, we'll adjust and I'll give you something different with single leg drills. But that is the single leg box jump and the single leg step off to box jump. Again, just to build some muscular endurance, it's good for you to go with one leg at a time. For me, I think that's the best way to go. Gonna pause as I get the next thing ready. Okay, so sticking with the box, we're gonna go with depth lands. Okay, again, 16 to 20 inch box, probably 20 inch box for depth lands. All we're gonna be doing here is stepping off, landing soft, bum high, reactive, okay? So I got you doing these reps before you do your depth to box. So here you're just stepping, bum high. Your depth jumps, depth box jumps here, there's two ways to do it. You could just be jumping straight up in the air, or you could be doing it depth land to a box jump. Okay, I'll show you both versions. You can mix it up. So the first version, a depth jump, would be landing and immediately jumping. Again, landing, but immediately jumping. A depth to box jump, I probably want to challenge myself a bit more. I would do something like this, and I would go depth right onto the box. Okay? So those are two versions of depth jumps, great exercise. From there, the next drill I have is lateral box jumps. And I like to do this with a little bit of a conditioning focus too. And now what I'm going to be doing is actually jumping side to side onto the box. Up, down, up, down. And I'm just going to go for 30 seconds with that. And those are going to be my lateral box jumps. Okay, and then my next thing, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll show you the last thing on the plyo workout. This next drill, I call it the Saquons. So the Saquon Barkley drill, I think it'll be really good for you. It's got the single leg focus, right? Because you got that rear elevated here on a box. Ideally, this thing would be maybe a bit lower, but 20 inches is pretty good. And just being bouncy on this leg. Okay, get a nice good quad workout, but hopefully getting a little stronger in my ankle joint. I'm just gonna do those light bounces there, 20, 25 reps on each side for a couple rounds, get a little burn going. After that, I'm dealing with the strength component at that point, so I'm gonna be doing my goblets and my side lunges with weight. So I'm gonna quickly show those and then we're all set. Grab myself a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Probably start out with like 35, 40 pounds. I'm just gonna get some nice reps going. Okay, getting a good burn. Side angle right here. Good burn. Good burn. Getting my reps. And then for side lunges, probably go a little lighter. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with this weight. Get deep into that hip. Deep into that hip. And then going the other way with it once I get my reps. Again, building muscular endurance. I'm cool with just going one direction until you get all your reps. And that's your strength and plyo workout.